Left a good job in the city, working for the man every night and day. And I never lost 1 minute of sleeping, worrying about the way things might have been. Big wheel keep on turning, proud Mary keep on burning. Rolling, rolling, rolling on the river.
No, YouTube, that wasn't Josh Turner. That was your boy, Tanner Mancan. I never really talked about my singing before, but I think the deep voice can stay. I like it. Welcome to the 2024 Cheesesteak Bowl, hosted by Marple Public House in Broomall, Pennsylvania.
10 minutes to eat as many 12-inch Delco steaks consisting of 10 ounces of ribeye steak on a seasoned Perangi bakery roll. You must eat it as a cheesesteak, as a sandwich. You can douse it in order if you like.
The first cheesesteak I unwrapped was a low-income cheesesteak. These are all wit, by the way. You can get them wit or you can get them without, but these are wit. Take your shredded cheese to the spaghetti shop down the street. I'm behind enemy lines today, crossing the Mason-Dixon to take on 3 Pennsylvania boys.
First up, eating out of Fort Mills, South Carolina, Tanner Mancan Gray.
By the way, this was a much warmer reception than the guy from New York City got. He was in the amateur category.
Eating out of West Decatur, PA, Andrew Iceman Poole. And ladies and gentlemen, 8 cheesesteaks last year in 10 minutes. 9-time Delco Steaks Cheesesteak Bowl champion. Going for his 4th title in a row out of West Decatur, Pennsylvania. Dan Killer Kennedy!
That's right, Killer. Women want to be him. Men want to be with him. That name alone is the reason they have to ration food in Pennsylvania orphanages. In all seriousness, Dan is the nicest competitive eater I've ever met and probably donates to orphanages.
Eaters, on your mark. Get set. Go! My God.
I douse my cheesesteak because in Pennsylvania, they don't lay bricks. They lay down seeded rolls, using ribeye and cheese whiz as the mortar. I almost choke on the first cheesesteak because I have a literal Pennsylvania brick trying to meander its way down my esophagus.
Kennedy almost on his first cheesesteak. And Kennedy is on number 2.
If that water were Jalen Hurts, the cheesesteak is like the Chiefs' defense. That cheesesteak is bumbling, mumbling, fumbling, and stumbling towards the end zone, like Travis Kelce after receiving a pass.
Tanner Mancan on number 2.
As I try to let out a belch, my efforts are in vain. Every competitive eater's worst nightmare. Trapped air is in the stomach.
Minute and a half into the competition. Cheesesteak Bowl 5, let's hear it!
You'd think bits of steak would be flying around everywhere. Little did I know my cheesesteak was glued together, not with whiz, but with Loctite. Loctite in your fanny pack. You can help a lot, Loctite.
As you finish here.
As I make love to the cheesesteak, I'm not thinking about the cheesesteak. I'm not even thinking about Taylor Swift. I'm thinking about making love to my pillow at home. because I'm exhausted after traveling all the way up to Pennsylvania.
Cheesesteak Bowl record of 8 cheesesteaks in 10 minutes. Let's go now!
My use of water was unregulated in this one. Right now I'm keeping pace with Dan. I'm neck and neck with Dan. Not in cheesesteak consumption, but in water consumption, which is not good for Tanner Mancan.
Iceman Bowl. On to number 3.
I shake and shimmy so that the crowd thinks I know what I'm doing. Little do they know I'm only masquerading as a pro eater. But at least that beats masquerading as a man with a reason. My charade is the event of the season.
3.5 minutes in. And Killer Kennedy on number 4.
Killer Kennedy is now a whole cheesesteak ahead of me. This is what we call a trouncing. This is what it would look like if the Philadelphia Eagles were pitted against the local junior varsity high school team.
Tanner Ray on number 3. Iceman Bowl finishing number 3, and Killer Kennedy is halfway through number 4. And we're just over 4 minutes in. 5:40 remaining.
I'm making it look real hard right now. I look like Jeff Esper without the talent. Jeff Esper if his gag reflex slider was set to 10 on Madden.
A little fun fact, earlier this year, Killer Kennedy ate over 10,000 calories in 10 minutes.
That's an embarrassingly small snack for Killer Kennedy.
He sat next to Eagles offensive lineman Landon Dickerson and Lane Johnson and ate what they eat in one day in under 10 minutes.
For those of you with an agony fetish, thanks for watching. Let me tell you, these last 5 minutes are for you. And in case anybody's wondering, these videos are marked as not made for kids on YouTube.
4:30 remaining. Please take care of your bartenders, Alex and Kayla.
If you are the brunette bartender watching this video, feel free to reach out.
We're approaching 4 minutes remaining. Killer Kennedy, almost 5 cheesesteaks done, down the palate.
Killer Kennedy refuses to slow down. He's not content with sending the competition to Eastern State Penitentiary. He wants to bury us under Eastern State Penitentiary.
I hope it consists of a few roast stops. And I hope he is traveling alone. And that is not the case. Cheesesteak Bowl 5, let's hear it! Now, if any of them decide to use the bathroom here, we do have our plumber, Daniel Hatch, on site. So we will be able to test out how good those pipes are, Dan.
I'm grinding to a halt. Every second feels like a minute. Every minute feels like an hour. The pain is brutal, yet I push on because God forgot to put the quit in me.
Tanner Gray on number 4. Iceman Pool on number 5.
At this point in the contest, even the pros not named Dan Kennedy are a whole cheesesteak ahead of me. This is embarrassing.
Minutes remaining. We will have Delco steaks being served outside of the food truck.
You got this, buddy. You got this.
Speaking of Delco steaks, I did take one for the road. And when you get a chance to enjoy an authentic Delco steak, they are delicious. They're soft and warm, and they only feel like bricks when you're trying to eat them at the speed of light. Light that has the power to morph a cheesesteak into a brick.
A minute and 20 left in the professional competition. One minute left. Let's hear it for our leaders.
I was outmatched and outclassed for this entire contest. My preparation was with frickin' Subway. Not even close, Subway. Not even close.
Taylor Kennedy on number 7. 35 seconds.
It was on this day I learned how the Union won at Gettysburg. Turns out, them Pennsylvania boys are pretty tough. I do, however, have all the respect in the world for the eaters that I faced on that day.
15 seconds. Let's get a countdown in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Eaters, release the meat. All right.
It was a struggle the entire round. I will say, though, it was a good-looking struggle. Bald is beautiful.
That's more than what he consumed last year. Let's hear it for him. 3 3/4. Tanner Gray, 3 3/4 out of
3 3/4 is pretty sad, but at least I beat the #1 amateur eater that only consumed 3 cheesesteaks.
7.5 cheesesteaks consumed by Dan Kennedy.
That's right, your boy got doubled up by Dan Killer Kennedy.
And 5.5 by Iceman Pool. Ladies and gentlemen,
The gobbler.
for the 4th year in a row, our Cheesesteak Bowl champion in the professional division is Dan Killer Kennedy.
How could I have not seen this coming, YouTube?
And in 3rd place, $250 cash, Iceman Pool.
So here are the full results from the professional round of the 2024 Cheesesteak Bowl. In case anybody's wondering, the gentleman to my right asked the news media if they could leave him out of their story. So out of respect, I left him out of my video, and that's why he's unnamed. Hopefully none of my comments were misinterpreted by anybody about the Delco cheesesteaks. They are delicious, and 100 times out of 100, I would eat again. I pretty much got trounced by the pros. I am so happy that I gained the experience, though. It was just a case of being outmatched and just, quite frankly, too inexperienced to get the job done. I wish nothing but the best for the competition that day. Congrats, guys. And once again, 2024 Delco Cheesesteak Bowl. Thanks for watching.